Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going today to be talking about anxiety, social anxiety, and other things. It's 3:20 in the morning right now. I'm trying to do this assignment for PE, but my brain is sidetracked on like other things. So I'm just gonna put it in this video, because my brain is just on other things while I'm trying to think of this. So I'm like, if I get it all out, will it not distract me anymore? So basically, I have really bad anxiety, and I've had for I think most of my life. I don't really remember. I definitely had it from when I turned 10, I think, or a little bit younger. I think younger, but I don't really know when it started. I think it might have started just in the beginning of my life. I actually don't know. But I've been dealing with it for so long. I have really bad social anxiety. And my mom knows this, but she pushes me to talk to people 24/7. It's the most annoying thing ever. And sometimes I will have panic attacks from it. I don't talk to her about that because, she keeps pushing. I should probably talk to her about it. But she keeps pushing me to talk to people, and I'm having social anxiety, and I stutter sometimes when I don't know what I'm gonna say, but it's also when I'm having anxiety, when I'm having panic attacks and all those things. When I'm having panic attacks, I can't show any emotion, but if I'm being forced to talk, it's because sometimes when I'm having panic attacks, I can't talk. I can't literally do anything. I try to talk and I stutter a lot because I'm shaking and I can't think straight. My whole mind is going in weird places. So I stutter a lot, and then that causes insecurities in me. So then I'm insecure about what other people are thinking, and if it's gonna cause bad things to happen. Because I'm still technically the new student at my school, which sucks. But it's okay. Definitely doesn't help with my social anxiety or my normal anxiety. My normal anxiety is actually a lot better, but my panic attacks are the worst out of everything. If I'm in a bad mood, I can't even go up to someone, but in general, because I'll be in a bad mood, I won't want to talk to them because I'm just trying to calm myself down. But my mom will push, because we were at Starbucks one time before school started. I was in a really bad mood because I was in a lot of pain. And she was like, go ahead and order. I'm having social anxiety and I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm in a bad mood. So I don't want to talk to this person. And I'm super annoyed because all the reasons I just listed. And then I had to go to school. While I was at school, I had a panic attack. And it lasted for, I'm gonna say, at least 30 minutes or more. Because it started at 9:15. No, 9:13. Because I was stressing because these people were trying to help me and stuff. And I was zoning out. My whole life was just falling apart right then. I didn't know what I was doing. I was going all over the place. But I was trying to hide it because people were around me and talking to me and everything, and I couldn't say anything back. I mean, yes, I could, but I felt like I couldn't. Due at 12:56 p.m. That is when the class starts. Okay, sorry. I get distracted easily when I'm having anxiety, which I'm having anxiety right now, and I don't know why. When I have these panic attacks, it gets to a point where I can't breathe and I'm uncontrollably shaking. Sometimes my vision gets really blurry. Sometimes I just can't do anything. My whole body shuts down. I start freezing. It actually feels like I'm freezing to death. And I'm just trying to fix this, but I can't. My panic attacks really are very intense, and I've heard some things that people say they're melting or burning or whatever. and I feel like I'm freezing to death, and then I'm just trying to keep myself warm. And living in Hawaii, I don't always have sweaters with me, so I'm like freezing, and I'm like, I need a sweater, but I don't have a sweater because I don't always bring them. Which I try to always bring them, but sometimes they're dirty, sometimes they're not the one I want, sometimes it doesn't go with my outfit, like, it's a whole bunch of things. When it comes to my panic attacks, and me uncontrollably shaking, it means everything around me is shaking. Like, if I'm sitting on a chair, the whole entire desk is shaking, and then the other person behind me sees that, and I don't know what to do. Because, sorry, this shirt is very edgy. I've had multiple panic attacks. I can't really pinpoint a worst one because I've had two like that were really bad. First one I had, this was the first one I ever had, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anything. This was the first one I had. I had it in my last class this year, my biology class, in my last school. I was having a panic attack. Felt like I couldn't move. I felt like a statue, and I started freezing. Luckily, I was wearing a sweater. I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. That was a while ago. But I felt like my whole body was like dying. It was like so bad. I hated it so much. That's what happens. My other most intense one happened this past week. First day back from winter break. This happened Thursday. I did have one on Friday, it just wasn't as bad. Thursday, first day back. It starts 9:13. Once I get out of the class, it gets worse because I'm late out of the class, and my other class is strict about being there on time. So I'm stressing about that, and then I walk up the stairs because there's this little tiny set of stairs that I have to walk up. I see huge crowds of people, which obviously doesn't help my social anxiety. So I'm having a panic attack, and there's huge crowds of people that I have to walk through. I have no other. I did have another option. I just felt like I couldn't go to it. Otherwise, I would be embarrassing myself. Also, I wasn't thinking about that option at the time. Why are you so sick? I can't start. It's so cute. Okay. But, like, I was walking through these crowds. Sorry, that's my blanket. And I was, like, freaking out. I was trying to grab my AirPods. I was trying to grab my phone. And I was trying to just mute everyone out. But I couldn't until I got away from the people. Once I got away from the people, I finally was able to get my music and finally able to fully calm my breathing. Because at this point, I couldn't breathe. I literally couldn't breathe. So I was like trying to calm myself so then I could breathe. And I was like, deep breath in. And I was like, I can't, but like I'm trying. But it sucked. I had to, like, I was finally away from everyone. I was doing good. I walk over to the building. Sorry, I'm having allergic reactions. I also have allergic reactions to everything. That sucks. But I finally get over to the building. I'm a little bit calmer. I'm still having the panic attack. I'm just a tiny bit calmer. Group of people right in front of the stairs. Literally, first thing I thought was just walk through them. Just walk through them, go up the stairs, go to the class. It wasn't a huge group of people. They were all spread out, though. Because there was, like, one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, and another one over here. So this is, like, the entrance to the building. These are the stairs, and there's people right here, right here, right here, right here, and, like, everywhere. So I literally just walk through them. I'm having this panic attack, and I still can't breathe. I'm exhausted from walking, because I go from this building over here, this little tiny one-story building, It actually is 2 stories. It's the library, but this little building. And then I walk out, I go up the little tiny set of stairs. It's like 4 or 5 stairs. I walk up, I go around, because I don't like going down the other set of stairs because we're on a literal hill. There's a whole bunch of stairs. So I don't want to go down that other set of stairs because people are coming up. So I go around, I go through this little exit thing that goes to a ramp. I go to the ramp, and then I turn to the building. The building has 3 stories. I need to go on the second one. There's people right at the entrance, and I need to get past them. And I'm not going to go around because that's just embarrassing for me. So yeah, that really sucked. And I know people are going to be like, it's fine, just... When you are in the situation where you can't breathe, you are getting a little claustrophobic. I'm not a claustrophobic person. Like, if any of my friends know me, they know I'm not claustrophobic and that I love small spaces. But when I'm getting claustrophobic, that's when I know it's bad. Because I never get claustrophobic. I love small spaces, but I love small, compact places. Like, it feels so comfortable. But, like, when I get claustrophobic, that's bad. Because I'm never claustrophobic. So, while having panic attacks, and then I get claustrophobic, which sucks. Like, when you're not a claustrophobic person, it really, like, it's crazy. Because a whole bunch of things. I'm not gonna edit this video because I really don't want to. Yeah. So I was looking into getting a service dog. I was talking to my mom and I was like, hey, I want this pet, blah blah blah. I was like, I wonder, because I said, a few days ago I asked, I wonder what it would be like to have a service dog at the school. Today I asked, I wonder what it would be like to travel a lot with a service dog. And then she's like, do you want one? And I'm like, I don't think I would qualify for one. So I did a little research earlier, and it says I would be able to, because you can get them for social anxiety and normal anxiety. Ooh, panic attacks. But I'm getting a therapist for my anxiety. So I'm gonna, like, talk to my mom more. Talk to everyone in my family more, except for my little brother, because, of course. I'm gonna talk to them and I'm gonna be like, hey, I know you guys don't want another pet. I know they don't. They really don't. But I don't just want this pet to, like, be a companion. I want this pet to help me. Because I'm walking through places, I'm having panic attacks, and nobody is noticing. I literally stop breathing, and nobody is noticing. So that's where I'm like, I, like, text people. People don't answer for hours. Especially because we live super far away from the school. I literally was having super bad problems breathing. And my mom was like, hey, I can't pick you up for another 45 minutes. Also, I'm doing work. And I'm like, I can't breathe. I was having a stupid coughing fit because I was sick. And I literally couldn't breathe. I was choking. I was literally dying. And my mom's like, I'm doing work right now. Like, can you do something? And I'm like, no, I left the class because they told me to get out because I was literally coughing for forever. And I'm like, I called her because she wasn't answering my texts. Like, they never answer my texts because they're super far away and they can't do anything. Like, I don't have resources nearby. I mean, technically I do, but I don't feel comfortable just reaching out to them because I don't know them very well. Because I have one of my relatives living just, like, down the street from the school. My mom's like, hey, if we're late, you can always go over there. Like, your family is there. And I'm like, I feel awkward because I don't really know them very well. I haven't known them my whole life. And I'm just starting to know them. And she's like, oh, go over there, blah, blah, blah. They are my only resources nearby. My only resources. And people are like, oh, just go to the nurse. I don't know where the nurse is. I should probably ask, but I don't know where the nurse is. And I don't know if nurses are trained for panic attacks to where you literally can't breathe. Because they would probably be like, slow your breathing, calm deep breaths. Like, I can't breathe. How do I do a calm deep breath? Like, I'm stressing because I feel like I'm gonna pass out. But yeah, I'm getting a therapist for my anxiety soon. I'm having super bad anxiety right now, and I don't know why. I'm also very emotional right now because anxiety is a bad topic for me. But it honestly sucks. It was good for the first few weeks I was at the school, and now it used to be up here, and then it went to down here, and now it's up to here. It's a literal roller coaster. But I'm going to see if I can get a service dog. I probably won't be allowed to, which would suck because I literally can't breathe sometimes. If I die at that school, nobody's saving me. They can't get to me soon enough. But it's not like I'm choking. It's not like something's blocking my airway. It's like I'm having a panic attack and nothing's blocking my airway. I really need to calm down, but the worst thing for me is nobody realizes. Nobody realizes I'm having a panic attack, so nobody does anything. I have to say, hey, I'm having a panic attack, but how do I say I'm having a panic attack if my body shuts down and I can't do anything or I can't breathe? So I'm trying to breathe instead of saying, hey, I need help. It sucks. It really sucks. And nobody can help me. That's why I'm like, hey, I want a service dog, because they would be the one thing that could help me. They could be like, hey, my owner is dying, please help. And it's a rough topic for me because I've gone through so much with anxiety and panic attacks, and it's an emotional topic too because I feel there's no way I can get help in a matter of seconds. I need help fast, otherwise I could possibly pass out and I could possibly die. And having that option of dying and everything just scares me because I don't want to die. I've gone through so much to where I used to be suicidal and now I'm not. And I don't want to get back to that point. And I don't want to die because there's so much I can live for, and there's so much that will happen in the future that I will want to be there. So having that thing of I can die from this scares me. The fact that I can die from something that's normal, so-called normal, sucks. You can die from so many things, but anxiety is something I feel like can never stop. No matter how hard I try, it's always just this feeling of there's nothing I can do. There's nobody nearby. If stuff happens, it happens. If I die, I die. That's the mindset that goes through my head while I'm having panic attacks. But afterwards, I start breaking down because I'm like, I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to experience life. And I want to do these things. So really pains me that when I'm going through situations like that, my mind is just set on, if I die, I die. I don't like that. I really don't like that, because it just makes me feel like when I have these panic attacks, all my thoughts and all my feelings are just gone. Like, nothing matters to me anymore. And I want things to matter to me. So then I feel more urged to reaching out to people. If I feel more urged to reaching out to people, like, while I'm having panic attacks, I'll probably ask for help, which is important. But yeah, that's basically it. Nobody's gonna watch this video, but that's okay. Actually, people might, because anxiety is like a big thing. I am gonna reach out to my family, not reach out to my family, talk to my family about getting a service dog. And so it'll probably be no, but I'll still talk to them, because what if the answer is yes? Because this is a problem I've been dealing with for a while, and it's getting worse progressively. Like, in just a few months, it's gotten to the point where it stops my breathing, and I forget about anything, and I go cold, a whole bunch of other things that I am forgetting, because my brain is just like, you have school in a few hours, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like, it sucks. It really sucks. The cat is so cute. But, like, the reason I'm doing videos, like, about this is because I suffer from really bad social anxiety and anxiety. Like, to the point where because a normal thing is to, like, shake your leg and do all these things. My mom gets super annoyed when I do that, and I'm just like, I can't help it. She forced me to stop one time because we were in the car, and it was annoying her. For the rest of the day and the next day, there was a pain in my leg. And now I feel like I can't, like, even use these coping mechanisms. She hates when I pop my knuckles. That's another coping mechanism I have for my anxiety. Because I pop my knuckles over and over again, because it helps. It distracts myself from all of this. And, like, I feel like I can't do that because she gets annoyed with that too. So I'm, like, trying to do these things to help. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll edit this video because it's a little long. But, like, the things I do to help my anxiety, she gets annoyed with. I'm very uncomfortable right now. Ooh. But, like, she doesn't like them, and I'm, like, trying to manage with that, but also trying to manage my anxiety. So it's like, what do I do? I don't want it to seem like I'm just a person who loves animals and wants a pet that I'm not allergic to. I do want a pet I'm not allergic to, but I don't want to get one just to have one. I want one to help me to figure this whole anxiety thing out, so hopefully I don't have to deal with it. Because there's people still living with, like, people older than me living with super bad anxiety and are not getting help with it because they're not allowed to. They're allergic to animals. Like, there's a whole bunch of reasons that some people who have really bad anxiety and panic attacks and social anxiety sorry, when I talk a lot my voice just dies. But there's a lot of reasons that these people can't get service dogs or can't get help. Even if you're going to therapy, that doesn't always help. It doesn't always help. And there's some people that just don't go to therapy because who knows what. I have a lot of like symptoms to coping with my anxiety. We went to the doctor, like, and that's when my mom was like, she shakes her leg a lot and blah blah blah. And the doctor's like, it could be low iron, but it could also be a whole bunch of anxiety. So I'm taking things with taking like multivitamins with iron in them. I'm taking allergy pills every day, and my stupid allergy test is in March. But like, I have super bad anxiety and allergies. Like, I'm constantly having to deal with all these things, and it sucks because I'm a super picky eater, which I'm also going to therapy for that, which sucks. But I think I'm also going to therapy for sleeping. I don't really know, but I do know I'm going to therapy for my anxiety. Which is probably for the best because my anxiety gets super bad. Like, I can't even breathe, which you need to breathe to live. So, even if my school has like a whole health class to where you learn, I'm in the health class, to where you learn to help people with all these things, and if they can't breathe, give them air. Like, how long would it take them to grab that stuff if I'm in the other side of the school? Because all the stuff is in this one building all the way over here. What if I'm in the building all the way over here? Because I do have multiple classes in that building. I don't know. It's just this thing I deal with a lot, and it's an emotional topic. It being an emotional topic means it's a meaningful thing to talk about, because I feel like other people would deal with it too. Other people would have super bad symptoms. Okay, so I used to be interested in getting an emotional support animal because I was going through depression and all that like a while ago. I was like, I could bring it everywhere. You can't bring emotional support animals everywhere. That is false. I thought it for so long, and I was like, I can do everything. But like a few years ago, I learned emotional support animals aren't like service dogs or service animals. But sorry, I'm getting distracted. Like, I wasn't even like looking at the screen. I was looking at the laptop like keyboard and stuff. I don't even know. But that's why I'm like, a service animal, I need a reason. Otherwise, I can't just get one for no reason. I also would want a license so then I can at least do things without worrying about people being like, oh, I need your service dog license. Emotional support animals are not the same, and don't pet or say hi or distract service animals. They are doing their job. Don't distract them unless you have permission from the owner. Like, please don't, because I don't even have one, but I feel bad for people who just have people coming up and petting them and blah blah blah. Like, if that ever happens to me and I have a service dog, I will like back my dog away and be like, hey, you can't do that. And of course Karens would be like, no, blah blah blah, I can, like, it's a dog. Like, I will worry about like other dogs who are not trained and are like set up as service dogs. Because if I do have one and one is like off leash and doing all these things, and the dog like walks up and starts attacking my dog, that's a service animal, not just a pet that can get attacked. So that would literally suck. I want to like pet her and like snuggle with her. I'm talking about the cat, by the way. But I'm allergic to her. My allergic reactions just stopped like a few minutes ago. I hate being allergic to her. It sucks. Because when I'm allergic to her, I can't do anything. My mom's like, you can't just get a dog to like, because you're allergic to all of them. We need to keep the pets we have. I'm like, I know, I don't just want a pet. It's annoying when I'm allergic to everything we own. Because I'm very, very badly allergic to the dog. I took her out to use the bathroom without even touching her. I didn't touch her or anything. She didn't touch me. Like, it was distanced. I had an allergic reaction for at least 20 minutes afterwards. This cat, because I'm always with her, my allergic reactions are getting worse. I'm always with her. Like, she's always on my bed. She's always, like, near me. She's always hanging out with me. So, I'm constantly having allergic reactions and everything. Even when I go to school, sometimes the allergic reactions are delayed a lot. So I'll go to school, immediately have allergic reaction when I get there. And I can't stop it. There's nothing I can do because it lasts for so stinking long. It's annoying to be allergic to everything. And I can't even do anything. But like, I've grown to be so attached to them. Not the dog. I never hang out with the dog. I'm never allowed to. Well, I am allowed to. It's just, I don't want to go close to the dog because even if I'm like a few feet away, I will have an allergic reaction. If I'm like right next to the cat, I will have an allergic reaction. I'm going to have an allergic reaction. Like even when I'm just laying down, like going to bed and like all that, and she comes up next to me, I'm having an allergic reaction in the next few minutes, so I better go to bed. I notice when I'm having anxiety in like a free space where I can talk, I tend to talk a lot. I tend to just rant and go off. And then I find myself regretting it. Definitely regretting it because now I have a 40-minute video that I need to edit. But hopefully this helps people. No, they can get service dogs for anxiety, social anxiety, and other anxieties. I just want like this piece of closure because I'm constantly worrying about my anxiety, which makes things worse. Because if I'm constantly worrying about it, I'm constantly thinking about it, and when it happens, everything stops. Like, it gets bad. Literally, it's still the only thing I can think about. It's 4:01 a.m. I said what time it was in the beginning, so we'll see what time it was and what time it is now. But I'm doing some research, and I'll get back with you guys on an update for when I get my therapist and when I get an answer on if I can get a service dog or not. For my family, and then I'm gonna ask if I can get a service dog for my therapist. Not for the therapist, for me, but from the therapist. Because if you don't know, your therapist can help you get service dogs. They get you a little thing. I think, you know what's kind of funny? I think if I walk into school with a service dog, I would be having social anxiety, but that is what the dog is for, so I'm, like, confused on what would happen. Like, the dog would probably try and, like, help me, and I'm, I don't know. because I have bad social anxiety now. I used to like not have bad social anxiety and blah blah blah, but now I do. But even if our limit for pets is 2, and we currently do have 2 pets, I can get a service dog without worrying about that, because we just have to like talk to them and be like, hey, blah blah blah. I will have to talk to Hawaii Ag, because like I said, I do live in Hawaii, and Hawaii is strict about their ag department, because there's no snakes. Snakes are bad. Let's get that straight. If you see a snake, call 911. I think a service dog would really help me. But obviously, I need to talk to my family. I need to talk to the therapist when I get them. Sounds like I'm getting like a new person. It's like, ooh, new person. But yeah, I need to talk to people, and I need to like get this figured out. Because I honestly think a service dog would be a good idea for me. I feel like me bringing it up to people would be like, oh, you're just trying to get a service dog because you want one, you want a pet, you want this, you want that. Like, yes, I do want a pet, but I honestly think this pet could help me, because I can't express enough how much this anxiety has taken over my life. It literally takes over my life, and I hate it. But I would need to talk to Hawaii Department of Ag, because I would like, because I'm traveling a lot to see my dad, and my family that's away from Hawaii. So I want to know how that will work. And I feel like being with a dog on a flight would be so comforting. Ooh, I would love that. But like, it's not a one-way ticket, so I would need to go back and forth with the dog and have to go through Hawaii Ag. I feel like people are just gonna be like, oh, you want a service dog to want a service dog. Like, no. I want a service dog to help me. If that service dog doesn't help me, I'll talk to my therapist and be like, hey, this service dog isn't helping. What can help? It's been 47 minutes for the thing. It is 4:07 right now. But I'm gonna do a lot of like research and stuff. I can't get a golden retriever because I'm badly allergic to them. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm only allergic to the one we have. I'm not allergic to that other one in our family. Not in our family, but like, I was talking about how someone lives near my school. There's a golden retriever there most of the time. Or a few times, because my other family drops it off there. I'm not allergic to that one. But I am allergic to our dog that we own. I don't know. But I would probably get like a lab or something. As much as I would love an Australian cattle dog, I can't get one. But honestly, I'm like super badly allergic to the dog, and it makes my mom think I just want to get a new pet just so I can have a new pet. Like, no, I actually want a service dog to help me, not just to have a new pet. She's so stinking cute. I feel like, obviously I don't want to talk to the school and be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting a service dog. I don't know if it'll be approved. Like, no, I want to talk to the school when I know it is approved. Because we went through a whole lot of hassle to get me into that school. I think I should stay there. As much as I want to go to a different school, I'm gonna stay there. Because I don't really have an option. I really badly want to go to a different school. Because, like, I feel like there's no options that I like at the school I'm at. Because it's all, like, medical stuff. And, like, I wanted to be a vet. Now I want to be, like, an actor or whatever. I don't really know. I don't really know what I want to do in the future. I am thinking about acting, but I don't really know. I also want to be, like, a YouTuber. And I'm trying to, like, do full-time YouTube. But then when I pick up my phone and I'm like, hey, I should record, I don't know what to record. And I'm like, oh, I should just talk about my life. I already did that. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, I should talk about my day. My day was boring. I went to school. Talk about what happened in your classes. Thing that always happens. I sit down, I do whatever. Talk about what happened at lunch. Nothing really happened at lunch. Talk about your new class. Nothing really happened except we went to the locker room. Like, seriously, nothing really goes on in my life except for, because my daily routine is get up at 5:30. I don't usually get up at 5:30, but we try. So get up at 5:30, leave the house at 6:30, get to the school at like 7:15, wait until like 7:30 or 7:40. I don't know, one of the options. Drop me off at school, go to school, go to class, go to the other classes, go to the other classes, be alone during lunch, go to the last class, wait for them to pick me up if they're not already there, be upset if they took the wrong car, but also not want to go in the other car, because I hate that car. People are like, why are you so specific about the cars? Okay, so we have a Tesla. We have a blue Tesla that has 5 seats. 5 seats. Guess what? We have 5 people in our family. 2 car seats. The 2 young boys. Where can the car seats go? Not right next to each other. So where do I go? Right in the middle. Oh, but how do I get into the middle if my brother's going to be getting a new car seat that we can't just move? I can't. So when they come to pick me up with my mom, my stepdad, my 2 brothers, and then I have to go in the middle, when we get that new car seat, I have no way of getting home. It's like, how do you want me to get home? Because I cannot get there. I cannot get into the back seat. So I can't even buckle in the back seat because the stupid seat covers. And it causes this whole thing every single time. So they get in and they wait for me to buckle, and I'm like, I literally can't buckle. Can't. So people get upset because I can't buckle. I can't do this. Like, it's not that hard. Just do this. Like, just buckle. Like, seriously, I can't. The seat cover is covering it, and the stupid Tesla ones, you have to go straight. You can't be at an angle or anything, but I need to be at an angle to get it in. It's annoying. Also, my mom doesn't want any pets in her car, so I think she wouldn't like the idea of me getting a service dog, because I'm usually in her car, which is the Tesla. And then the other car is a huge giant Sequoia that doesn't fit anywhere because we're in Hawaii and every single parking spot is like that big, and the Sequoia's like that big. Like, seriously, I hate it because the Sequoia is huge, and when the whole entire family goes to drop me off, I'm on this side. The part where you drop me off is right here, not on this side. So I need to get out on this side, go around, then leave. And then when the whole entire family picks me up in the Sequoia, I have to go around the car, wait for cars to pass, open the door, hurry up and get in, and then close the door. And they drive off, and I'm like, can I get buckled? Can I get settled? So people, like, family is always like, why are you super upset? Like, when we pick you up, maybe don't do this, because it makes it super stressful for me. And then my mom the other day was like, we're here, we're just in the parking lot. And I'm like, we are here? We're here? That is plural. And I was like, hopefully they got the Sequoia. So I walk up, I'm staring at the parking lot, and I see a blue Tesla. And, oh, someone's in the passenger seat. That means I have to go in the back, which is a huge hassle. And I hate it so much. Yeah, this video is getting edited. It's at 55 minutes and 55 seconds. And it is 4:15, and here's where I'm going to end the video. So, thank you for watching, listening to my rant, and I hope this helps people know that you can't just distract service dogs. And service dogs are there to help people in need. And you can get service dogs for anxiety, you can get them for depression, you can get them for a whole bunch of reasons. So hopefully this helps some people. Hopefully it helps some people recognize they're not the only ones with super bad anxiety. I know I went on a whole entire rant, but parts of it will be edited out, so this video at least won't be 56 minutes. But yeah, I hope this helps some people. And I will see you guys next time.